Former President Trump has been courting black voters, some of whom have started to reconsider their support for President Biden. But Trump's comments on Friday at the Black Conservative Federation Gala in South Carolina is leading to controversy, with some calling the remarks racist. Take a listen.
And a lot of people said that that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against. And they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against. It's been pretty amazing, but it possibly, I don't know, maybe there's something there.
That was said in front of hundreds of black conservatives. What was their reaction? We're joined now by 4 black Republicans who were all in the room. Abdul Ali, Operations Director at Frederick Douglass Foundation of North Carolina. Tia Bess, National Director of Engagement for Moms for Liberty. Kevin McGarry, co-founder of Every Black Life Matters. And Sharice Lane, a student at Florida A&M University. Thank you all so much for joining us. The Federation just responded, saying in part, Black Americans are waking up to the reality that the Democratic Party has taken advantage of them, and the media and the party are terrified. Our community supports the policies of President Donald J. Trump and knows full well that life was better 4 years ago under his administration. No amount of media deception or liberal race baiting will sway the minds of black voters who will cast their ballots this November for safer streets, a better financial well-being, a secure border, and a complete rejection of Joe Biden's disastrous tenure. So you all were all there. A quick show of hands. Do you believe his comments were in any way racist? Nobody.
Oh, look at the disappointment on her face, guys. Look at the disappointment on her face. She has 4 black people on her show. And this is ABC News, you know, the most liberal news you could find. And none of them raised their hand. This is amazing.
Okay. Abdul, what were your thoughts that night when you heard these comments during the event?
It's about time that somebody started telling the truth. I mean, he's only speaking to what some black folks have experienced for a very long time, which is a disastrous justice systems in many cases. And ultimately, we can all see this playing out right in front of our very eyes. I wasn't offended or didn't feel like anything he said was racist in any way.
Former President Trump also made a statement about his mugshot taken as part of his Georgia case. Let's take a listen to that.
And you know who embraced it more than anybody else? The black population. It's incredible. You see black people walking around with my mugshot. You know, they do shirts and they sell them for $19 a piece.
Kevin, Tia, I want to bring you in here. Do you feel that that comment was in any way off color?
Off color? What the hell? You know, Trump encourages people to use his image and brand to make money. And he's not going after them for copyright. Has anybody even thought about that? Has anybody ever thought about that he is encouraging these people to use his image and his brand to make money, have them become a capitalist, to make money in a capitalist system, and he's not going to sue them. And he won't sue them for copyright reasons. And here, the liberal media wants to race bait a bunch of black people who like him and want to vote for him. Amazing.
Not at all. I mean, you know, the reality is that, you know, we see a president that has been prosecuted and persecuted. And a lot of people in the community, especially in the black community, who have felt that there's multi-tiers of justice, are seeing that played out in front of their very eyes. And they're saying, yeah, I can relate to this guy. This guy is going through some things that either myself or my family have gone through. And this is a very relatable moment for a lot of people. So seeing this mugshot as a big, you know, to the media and to the political pundits it's a big deal. And it really does resonate within the community.
Tia, want to get your comments there.
Well, no, I agree, especially coming from an education perspective. You know, he didn't say, if you're not black if you don't vote for me. You know, he was just stating the truth, and that's what sometimes we need to hear. For too long in politics, we've been lied to, and we need to hear the truth. and have someone that we can relate to.
Me personally, I don't think that's necessarily relating to blackness, but I do think that a lot of black people have gone through the criminal justice system, and it has been unfair to them. And I think that's what he was saying.
Adul, you've said that you focus more on Trump's policies than what he actually says. But as we saw when he was president, his words do have tremendous power, even fluctuating the stock market just minutes after he'd speak. Do you think that his words shouldn't matter?
His words absolutely do matter, and I'm less concerned with something said in jest, and I'm more concerned with the fact that we had a president who actually took on criminal justice reform with the First Step Act. And unlike the Biden administration and the Democrats, he set forth a platinum plan for black economic empowerment, something we've seen nothing of the sort from the Democrats.
Kevin?
That's right. I mean, he did more for the black people while in his 4 years in the office than Biden has, right? That's why if you ask any black person, they're like, oh, I was much better off under Trump than I am under Biden. It's a proven fact. The economy sucks, inflation sky high, and, you know, and these people, everyone's hurting. Everyone's hurting. The rich will never hurt. Doesn't matter, right? The middle class and the lower and the poor and the lower class, they're the only one that are gonna get hurt. The rich will never get hurt. It doesn't matter to them. You have to realize if you're coming from money, if you have money, you're gonna continue to make money unless you're dumb and you're not gonna make money. But if you don't come from money, you're part of the middle class and lower class. Guess what? You're gonna be hurt from all these price hikes.
And your thoughts as far as, do you feel that there have been some policies in the past, well, while he was president for 4 years, that black people benefited from?
Absolutely. And the number one policy, and the one policy I wish the mainstream media would cover, because it would give you a lot more credibility amongst your average folks, would be the policy that Joe Biden in his 1994 crime bill, when he says, look, we're going to get rid of these racial jungles. We're going to, basically target black and brown communities for a little $5 piece of crack.
Facts.
Going to send them to prison for 15 to life. And this has been going on. President Trump came in and saw the injustice that was perpetrated on the black community, especially. It was targeted. And he said, no, we're going to dismantle this.
According to exit polling, former President Trump saw a 5% increase in the black vote from 2016 to 2020. Tia, I want to bring you back in here. What do you think is driving this increase? What specific Trump policies do you feel?
Tell you what, Trump didn't have hot sauce in his pocket. He didn't develop a southern accent all of a sudden when he was talking to black people like Hillary did. Those are just two facts I could come up with.
Have helped black Americans?
Well, I mean, I'll start with myself. I was a Democrat for all my life, my entire family, but it was around COVID time when I started paying attention to policies being made. Like I started paying attention to, when Trump and other politicians were listening to the parents, the people who really had voices that matter. Because if you look at the media now, no one's paying attention to the parents and what we need. And just because I'm a black parent doesn't mean that I care less about my child. Doesn't mean that my opinion should not be heard. So there have been a lot of policies that, Trump has been supporting within the parental rights system.
And anyone can answer here, kind of a jump ball. Final question. What do you think about the media response, the noise, and some of the comments made as a result of the controversial remarks, if you will, that Donald Trump said over the weekend? And I'm also curious, is there anything that Donald Trump could say that would stop you all from voting for him?
For me, I would say that it's more so about policy and action instead of just talking. Someone can talk a good game all day. They can appeal to black voters if they want to, but it's all about policy and what you're doing. That really stands out to me. Like, for instance, there are two big policies that I agree with that he has passed, such as things on school choice. I'm pro-school choice, and I'm also anti-illegal immigration. I think that it does disproportionately affect black Americans.
Well, she's now a racist because she's anti-illegal immigration. So that settles that with her, because now she wants to go to school. They're going to look at it as a black racist who hates immigrants. That's what they're gonna do with that.
And I think that a lot of my counterparts would agree with. And I say that because those people are being sent to Black communities. They're being sent to our hoods, our neighborhoods.
Anyone else?
Well, if Trump came out tomorrow and said, I want an unlimited open border, if he came out tomorrow and said he was in favor of late stage abortion, if he came out tomorrow and said he doesn't think Black people have the capacity to succeed in this country, then I wouldn't vote for him. But chances are he won't be saying those things, and chances are I'll be supporting him.
Sharice, Tia, Adul, Kevin, we thank you so much for this lively and
Well, that was great. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You cannot make this stuff up. These are Black individuals who support Trump and support his policies, and they said over and over again, we are supporting his policies. So, and his policies were overall the best policies that we had in the 4 years that he was in. Mostly his foreign policies. We didn't have any war under him. He tried to end the war in Iraq, in Afghanistan, but then Joe Biden came and took a shit on it, and we lost 13 great soldiers. So, and if you guys saw the State of the Union, one of the Gold Star fathers interrupted Biden, and he was arrested and probably going to get charged as an insurrectionist. That's just the administration that we are in right now. Anyways, guys, put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Peace out.